Denis Villeneuve's Dune. Is it good? Is it epic? Does it change the sci-fi genre forever? Or is it just another post-coof dud that was left in the can too long and really will fade into the annals of history? Let's get into it. Now, this review is going to be non-spoiler, so you won't have to worry about any of that. Dune is the story of Paul Atreides, heir to the House Atreides, in a futuristic world in which humans have figured out how to travel all over the universe. And in this world, there is a most coveted resource called the spice, which is found in abundance on the planet Arrakis. And Paul Atreides' family, in particular his father, is given dominion over the planet Arrakis by the supreme ruler of the universe, the Emperor. For reasons that you will have to watch the movie to find out. Now, that being said, and the stage and table being set, how are the characters in this movie? The performances by all of the actors involved are phenomenal. I cannot say enough. Timothée Chalamet is fantastic as Paul Atreides. One actor who does a good job normally, but who really stood out to me and really spoke to me in this movie was Oscar Isaac as the patriarch of House Atreides. He does a phenomenal job of not only showing his strength as a leader in the film, but also showing his affection and love for his family, in particular his son Paul. This is done so well, and the performance that comes out of Oscar Isaac is phenomenal. I am blown away. This is probably my favorite role of his. Other than that, everybody else, like I said, does a phenomenal job. Jason Momoa as Duncan is very engaging as that character. He puts on a show, but he actually did a lot of acting, I guess you could say, in this particular picture. I mean, realistically, he acts and everything, but he does a lot more acting in this movie than he does physicality. And once you see the movie, you'll understand. Rebecca Ferguson as Paul's mother, Jessica, does a phenomenal job. Josh Brolin always gives a commanding performance. One actress who I don't really like normally, I don't dislike her, but I don't like her either. Zendaya does a surprising amount of emotive acting without actually using lines of dialogue. Her physical acting in this movie is actually really good. I've never actually seen her give a performance like this, so to see this shows that she has some real talent. And maybe I was just wrong. Maybe it's just the roles that she has been in that I haven't really liked, but she really impressed me as an actress in this particular film. So as far as the story goes, it is very true to the books. There's only a few, race and gender swaps. Actually, there's only one that really stood out. If you're a fan of the Dune novels, you'll catch it immediately. It's not really that big of a deal, but it's just, it's just one of those things where it just kind of makes you say, oh, okay. The other performances by the main antagonists are fantastic. Dave Bautista is actually very menacing in this role, but the most menacing of the antagonists really is, I hope I don't mess up his name, Stellan Skarsgård. He actually does a phenomenal job as the main antagonist of the film. I really liked him as Baron Vladimir. So the scale of this movie and just the visual effects are done really, really well. You never really feel that feeling of like crappy green screen effect that you do in a lot of modern movies. So, hats off to Denis Villeneuve and his team. They did a phenomenal job of making this world seem real. One thing I love the vehicle designs. In particular, one of the vehicles, which you've probably seen in the trailers, but not a whole lot, is this dragonfly transport vehicle. It's like almost like a helicopter, but it propels itself like a dragonfly that you would see just out and about in our world. And it is an amazing sight to behold. The other vehicles and just the way that they move and deploy is really cool. The architecture of all the buildings is really, really, really cool. I love this world. Even though it's in a barren desert, there are scenes in the movie that are just breathtaking. The way that they use the deserts, and one of the best effects, which I thought I was going to hate, is the sandworms. They are used to great effect, and they don't look cheesy or like the actors are just, you're watching a placeholder. They really look good, and the actors engaging with them look like they're in danger, and I like that. The action sequences, the fights, are very well choreographed. I was worried about that going in, but the fights are very well done. They're very energetic. They're shot well. They're not zoomed like completely into where you can't see the action, and they're not like full of stupid jump cuts to where, when they don't really properly train the actors physically, they use a lot of jump cuts to obfuscate that point that's not there in this movie. You get to see the fight scenes mostly from start to finish, except with the exception of a few, but even then it's great. So those were really, really good. Only thing I can really say about the movie that I wasn't particularly fond of, it's kind of a nitpick, is the sound. Like the music is fantastic. It's a Hans Zimmer score, but it's overwhelming. The dialogue in certain portions of the movie, it's very rare. It's not like a Tenet level where you can't hear, but it is in certain spots in the movie that you can definitely take notice of, but it's not really going to be that big of a deal for most people, but it is phenomenal. I really hope you guys go see this in the theater. I know it's coming on HBO Max, and it's got a day and date release, but go see this in the theater. You will not be disappointed. It's worth the money. It is a great movie. I am definitely going to give this a see in the theater, buy it on Blu-ray. It is a 9 out of 10 solid. This might be the best movie so far of 2021, and definitely the best sci-fi movie of 2021. You owe it to yourself after this whole year of crap and bad movies and being stuck in the house. You owe it to yourself to go see Denis Villeneuve's Dune. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed, especially if you love the books and you love deep sci-fi, because they do not shy away from the source material just to make it digestible. It is a great movie. All right, well, that's about it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Please hit the like button. If you like this content and you feel like I've earned your subscription, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time. 8-Bit Heroes out. Peace.